Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens, a podcast where we watch and review two movies that are related in some way. We call it a spicy double feature.
The films can be related through director, actor, plot setting, or even title. I'm one of your hosts, Annie Janes.
And I'm Carsen Green, and this week's spicy double feature is a cute and silly one. It is Theater Camp and Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay, there's a lot of overlap here. I'm going to say that both these films are like hanging out comedies that take place in a kid's summer camp.
Yeah.
And they do that thing where it's just like a movie that's just like bit to bit.
Yep.
And I feel like we can come up with a better name for that, but that's what I'll call it for now.
But before we jump into the spicy dub, Annie, have you been watching anything?
Yes, I have watched the new TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie. I went and saw it.
Wow.
And I had a lot of fun. The art style was like similar to Into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a one-to-one. It's not like a rip-off. It didn't feel like a rip-off to me. It just is like two movies that are really pushing the art style.
Mm-hmm.
And it also just was not as good as Into the Spider-Verse. Like, it wasn't as funny. It wasn't as thrilling. It wasn't as, like, the story wasn't as good. Overall, just not as good.
Mm-hmm.
But still really cool. It felt like somehow too fast and too slow at the same time.
Oh.
Like, sometimes jokes went by too quick, but also it felt like we were hanging out too much.
Mm-hmm.
And if the story were delivered faster, it would feel more fun. Honestly, what I think it is it was just like a poorly written... It's like poorly written for animation. Like the writers, Seth Rogen is one of them. Like they don't know how animation works, so they don't know how to like time it in their heads.
Oh.
That's how I would describe it. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening. But it eventually picked up the pace and it ended up on a high note. So I overall had a lot of fun with it.
That's a win. Okay.
Yeah, there's some really good action, but there's this one montage that is amazing. One of the best montages of the year.
Wow.
Hands down.
Okay. Oh my God. High praise.
I know. So I was glad to see it. I heard there's like a reference to Old Boy in it.
Interesting.
And I'm guessing I know what that reference is. I think it has something to do with that montage, but I haven't seen Old Boy yet, but it'll be fun when I do see it, which I hopefully will get to when it re-releases in theaters.
Yeah. Next week.
Next week or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it one day only?
I think it's playing here for the whole weekend, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But it's a 20-year anniversary remaster.
Okay, cool.
Interesting. You'll have to tell me about, once you see Old Boy, you'll have to explain the montage, the reference more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's something you've been watching?
Well, thank you for asking. I've just been hitting the theater, man. It's hot outside. I'm getting some reprieve. And I saw Talk to Me, the new A24 horror movie. And it is about some teenagers who have this kind of supernatural like hand that's it looks like it's like made out of plaster, and the whole deal is like you hold the hand and then you say talk to me, and then a spirit appears, and then you say let me in, and then the spirit enters your body. And there's like a lot of rules set up, like you're strapped into a chair, and you can't hold the hand, aka have the spirit inside your body for more than 90 seconds, or else like it won't leave. You can't die while the spirit is inside you, or else then like you'll walk the earth forever or whatever. It's like bad news. And it's Australian, and basically we're playing with the hand, and then we get a younger kid, one of the kid's younger brother does it, and he encounters a really, really evil spirit who wants to kill him. Basically, that whole bit of it, I think, was really interesting and really like fun to explore. But there was this whole other side to the movie of like the main character's family background. Her mom had committed suicide, and at one point her mom's spirit, but we don't know if she really committed suicide. There's like this whole, it's like wrapped in mystery, and there's like a lot of like, we don't know about her relationship with her dad, and like her dad might be hiding something. It's never really clear, and it doesn't really reveal itself, which is just really annoying because I felt like it was like the B plot. It was like it was like huge B plot, and we don't like, I didn't walk away from it satisfied. Like I didn't get any answers there.
Oh, wow. Just never resolved?
Yeah. And in the same way that like the big plot, the A plot kind of set up all these rules, we didn't get any of that with the B plot. It felt a little like undone almost. And it took away, it really took away, I think, from what the whole movie was, which was really, it was kind of annoying. Like I walked away from it just kind of like, okay, that felt like a half-written movie.
Oh, dang. That's a bummer. I like when a movie has rules. Like I love rules, especially with horror, but it sounds like maybe they thought too much about some stuff and not the rest.
Yeah, it was disappointing, but I think it was beautifully done. Like it was,
really?
Yes, it like really incredible filmmaking going on there. Great acting. Like there was some really good pieces here. But overall I walked away from it feeling unsatisfied, but it's it's, I don't know, it's a horror movie.
What about the effects? Like were they practical? Or do they feel real?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of them did. You could see the budget. You definitely could see the budget, which was, I like that. I like to see money on screen like that. And, I'm just, every time I see a horror movie, I'm just glad that it was made, if I'm being so honest.
You're like, no further questions. It's perfect.
It's fine. It serves a purpose, which
it gets the job done.
Yep, I rock with that.
Yeah.
What else have you been watching?
I checked out the 3rd season of Love, Death, and Robots. Have you ever watched that show?
I've never even heard of it.
This is a Netflix series that is produced and sometimes directed, I think, but maybe just produced by David Fincher. But it is just a collection of short animations, and the animations all have something to do with usually like the future or technology or just like alternate scenarios. It's kind of like Black Mirror, but less focused and animated. I guess one was like a pirate one I did watch. But anyways, I haven't watched the whole season, and there's one episode that I hear is just amazing, and I didn't get to it because I just like to start at the beginning. And so far, it was like episode after episode after episode. I was like, these are all so just mid.
Bummer.
I know. And they're short. Luckily, they could be like 6 minutes long. They can be like 20 minutes long, but they're all pretty short. But I never even got to the one that everyone raves about because of how mid it all was. And it honestly just felt overall just like worse Black Mirror.
Oh, wait, so you're saying they're shorts? Are they connected?
No.
So why are you watching them in order? Why didn't you go to the one that everyone's raving about?
I don't know why I do these things that I do.
Okay, valid.
But there's something in me that's just like, I gotta earn it or something. Like I gotta get there. I can't just like cherry pick.
Okay.
But in reality,
you
it's
can
made to do that.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
I also wanted to bring up, because I forgot I watched this, but How To with John Wilson, the new season dropped.
There's a new season?
Yes, only like I think 3 episodes out right now.
Ooh, I want to watch.
I've watched the first 2.
Okay.
And they are hilarious. They are so funny. There is nothing quite like this show.
Dude, I love that show.
And I will say a little bit of the magic's gone because I know now that I know that he has like additional camera crews collecting B-roll from him.
Mm-hmm.
In the first season.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing it all himself. So like there was some magic to that. However, crazy shit still happens and he still finds the wildest people. I don't know where he finds these people. Sometimes they're just like shown with no context, saying the weirdest things. But yeah, I love it. I'm so glad it's back.
Oh my God, I'm going to watch it. Thank you for telling me that there's a new season.
Yeah, get on it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What's something else you've been watching?
Okay, I saw Rosemary's Baby on 35 millimeter.
Oh, how was that?
Oh my God. Okay, well, I do just want to say that I went to a late show of it. I saw it at 10 p.m., which is the appropriate time to watch Rosemary's Baby. I've only ever seen it one time, and I remember being scared of it. I think because there's like a lot of witchcraft and like, but even then, like not really. And when I did watch it the first time, I guess I don't remember why I was scared. Maybe it's just because I thought I was supposed to be. But there's like always this building sense of there's like a building tension, and there's all this like all of these things that are like kind of like impending sense of doom. But watching it this time, they literally gaslit this woman into oblivion, and like the thing.
They literally did. You're right.
Yes, and like the thing that was so fresh, the thing that was like that I felt about this movie was I just felt so upset for her. I felt angry for her that she was so isolated and disenfranchised and gaslit and just like confused and scared and completely alone. And like I felt helpless as an audience member. I cannot imagine like how she felt. And then yes, like all of the witchcraft, and then she gave birth to the devil, and like that was kind of freaky, I guess. But like even more than that, it's like holy shit, like she just went on this whole journey.
Even other than the devil birth, the gaslighting was so real.
Literally, dude. It was like almost it was like low-key infuriating watching her just like be continually lied to over and over again, and then she had no one, like she had no allies, she had no friends, she had no family checking on her. Like all she could do was believe this coven and her husband who sold their baby to the devil so that he could achieve fame. It was so fucked up, dude. It was so beyond. It's a great movie, I think, for that reason. Like,
yeah, all that is intentional. Like the gaslighting thing is like on purpose.
Yep. Yeah. If you're listening to this and you are just like looking for a great example of a woman being psychologically abused, there it is. Go watch Rosemary's Baby. It is so beyond. It is like, it was genuinely upsetting.
I've only seen it once as well, but I agree.
What else have you watched?
Okay, last thing I want to give a shout out to, not something I watched, but something that I have started playing and this will be consuming once again a lot of my watch time to watch things, is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
This is a Dungeons and Dragons game, so like the game is a campaign of sorts, and you get to make a character, and you know the character has like a class and a race and all the skills that you could have them have in Dungeons and Dragons.
Cool.
Except instead of like a dungeon master guiding you through the game, it's like a video game, and it is so good. The story is amazing. It's like one of the best written, most entertaining games to me, in the way of like things just happen and you'll get into some crazy hijinks, and you can do it co-op. So Gus and I play it split screen, which is the best.
Cool.
And very rare. But they made the company that made this other game called Divinity Original Sin 2, and it was not an official D&D game, but the mechanics were very similar. And that game was amazing when it came out. But this game is like that game, but better in like literally every way.
Okay.
So huge shout out, Baldur's Gate 3. Love it.
Is this a game, forgive my ignorance, is this a game that you can finish, or is this one of those games that you just play until you're overplaying it?
There is like a finite number of things you can do.
Okay.
So you can finish it. Like you could beat the story in, I think they say like 30 hours, which is pretty crazy, like a low estimation, because of there's going to be so many side quests. It'll probably be hundreds of hours of gameplay, but there is like, it's not because you're repeating things or overplaying it. It's just like that's how much there is to do.
Okay. I'm glad you have a new game. Hell yeah.
I know, me too. I'm stoked. All right, let's get into our double feature, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, I watched one last thing. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. I watched the last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, this is in a theater. What even is this?
Thank you for asking. It is in a theater. It is okay. There is a chapter in Dracula that tells the story of how Dracula got from Transylvania to London to then, wreak havoc. And his voyage, the way that he got there was on this ship called the Demeter. And it's, I don't know when it was, sometime in the 1800s, I would presume. And basically, Dracula is in the cargo hold, and then he just starts picking off crew members one by one.
Oh, I did see a trailer for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a thoroughly entertaining. Let me tell you the thing that I liked the most. There was a lot of really good stuff about it. I really liked, we were on like an old ship. We were like in the sea. And
I love that.
Yes. And there was like a lot of really beautiful pans of like the open water. And there was a lot of really cool interior shots of the ship, just like looking old and sick, and like everyone was, outfitted in just like great. It was like, I don't know, it was just really well dressed movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that I really liked about this, and you and I have had a conversation about this recently, about kind of like a fictionalized history, and like we can get. I understand and realize that like Dracula is not a real story, but as far as like, I mean, we understand it as a lore. But what the last Voyage of the Demeter did was they made our main character black. And, that's just something that we're not seeing when we're talking about period pieces, when we're talking about historical pieces. This is just, we're just not seeing a lot of this. This is kind of what we were talking about with Oppenheimer. Like, how cool it would have been to put oppressed people in those roles where they simply, we just know for a fact that it was white dudes. We know that all the scientists were white dudes. We know that all the people on that ship were white dudes. But it was really thoughtful, I think, to make our main character black and then like not make a huge deal about it, and like it didn't feel like shoehorned in. It just felt like this is the right actor for this role, rather than let's kind of make like some sort of political statement by putting a black dude in a Dracula movie. I want to see more of that. I want to see more marginalized people and people of color.
Yeah. One thing too is like we need that in movies that are not just dedicated to those like groups. Like every movie where there's like an Asian main character, the movie like has to be also have a lot to do with like Asian culture, like Everything Everywhere All at Once, or what's that Marvel one? I forget his name. We all know what I'm talking about. Legend of the Ten Rings.
Okay.
With Marvel's Simu Liu, that one.
Okay, yeah.
And like that comedy you saw.
Joyride.
Joyride.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm glad those are there, but can't we just have like a regular movie with people of color as the main character?
Right.
It doesn't have to be like their own movie just for that to happen.
Right, yeah. I 100% and wholeheartedly agree. It's like we can all, is specifically I think with historical pieces and period pieces, it's like we all know and understand. We get it. Like we know that they were white. It's okay.
That's a good point.
Watching people of color on screen is not going to confuse me. It's going to just be like, oh, okay, you hired an actor. Like, you know?
You're like, what the hell?
Like Oppenheimer wasn't a woman.
You're like, I couldn't even follow the movie because they kept saying she at her.
Yeah, right. No, I liked that. I want to see more of that. The movie was, it was fine. I don't know. Dracula itself, he was kind of really scary. I read this review that was like, it was nice to see a scary and beastie Dracula after years of neutering. I was like, oh my God.
True, very true.
Yeah, it was cool. It was it was a mid movie. I don't know. I would say stream it, like but I don't know. I like seeing movies in a theater. I like to see movies, so.
You like to be spooked as well.
I do. I like to get spooked. Anyway, let's talk about our double feature. Let's talk about theater camp, shall we?
Welcome, auditioners.
You guys are so talented, so unbelievable. This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
Congratulations on being the most talented kids at camp.
Starfish, jiggle like a jackal, jiggle like a jackal.
These are the things we can do with masks.
These people are really weird. That's a good song choice, right? I do believe her as a French prostitute.
Amos.
Oh, I'm sorry, sex worker.
Thank you.
Sad news, I will not be doing piercings anymore in the hut because there's a narc amongst us. Cassie has narked. It's totally fine.
Okay, Annie, please hit me with some facts.
Theater Camp came out July 14th, 2023. It was directed by Molly Gordon and Nick Lieberman. The screenplay is by Molly Gordon, Nick Lieberman, Ben Platt, and Noah Galvin. It's starring Molly Gordon, Ben Platt, Jimmy Tatro, Noah Galvin, and Ayo Edebiri. And, hold on, wait, there's more. Patty Harrison and Amy Sedaris. So, as you can see, it's starring people like Molly Gordon, Ben Platt, and Noah Galvin, which are the two main characters, Rebecca Diane and
Amos.
And then Noah Galvin is the tech guy.
Glenn.
So it's starring those people. It's written by those people. It's based off a short film by those people. And it's directed by Molly Gordon with Nick Lieberman, someone that's not in the cast. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Here's a description from IMDb. The eccentric staff of a rundown theater camp in upstate New York must band together with the beloved founder's broy son to keep the camp afloat. It has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, what did you think of theater camp?
Thank you for asking. I thought that theater camp was really sweet. I thought that it was genuinely very palatable, very sweet movie. I really liked kind of all of the built-in queerness of theater, and of theater camp. I feel like it did a really good job of just showing what I think this new generation of kids, and that I really liked that all of the kids kind of felt empowered to step into their queerness and in fact own it, and that it was really sweet. Unfortunately, some of the bigger, the adult plots, Amos and Rebecca Diane's whole dynamic kind of fell a little flat for me. Um, what did work for me was Troy, who so the theater camp was owned by this woman named Joan, and Joan falls ill. We don't really know.
She has a Bye Bye Birdie related incident.
What does that mean?
She suffers from the only Bye Bye Birdie seizure to happen in the county of whatever. Do you remember that title card?
No.
She was watching some play. She was like watching a play as like a recruiter for the camp, and the play was Bye Bye Birdie, and she got a seizure and fell into a coma.
Oh my
And there was like a
God.
title card that was like, she suffered the only Bye Bye Birdie related incident
Oh
or
my
seizure
God.
like that. It was very funny.
Wait, did this happen at the very beginning of the movie?
Very beginning.
Okay, I was like 3 minutes late.
Oh, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
we should say also, if you haven't seen this movie, it's like a mockumentary.
Yes.
People don't get interviewed by the camera,
Mm-hmm.
but it's but there's title cards to explain, and then
Yeah.
the camera sort of just like a fly on the wall, never addressed. So yeah, at the beginning, it's the older woman at the camp with the raspy voice from Marvelous Miss Maisel, the brown-haired woman who's older, and Amy Sedaris, and they're like on a scouting mission, and they're also trying to fundraise, and now like the seed of the camp needing money is already planted. And then one of the kids is on stage just like doing an amazing job at a play like at his own school or something, and it's one of the kids that we see later in the camp. But then he's doing this like dance solo, and then these lights start flashing, and then Amy Sedaris just like falls on the floor, and they're like, call 911, and then she gets taken to the hospital, and then the next thing we see is the camp, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know. Completely missed all of that.
Well, there you go. You've caught up, I'm sure.
Oh,
You figured it
yeah.
out.
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of knew that she had like fallen ill. Actually, I thought that she was dead for a long time.
What's funny now that I'm thinking about it is that they're so vague with her, and that's actually a running joke. Is like, wait, but is she okay? Like, there's a character that doesn't know her either, and that's her name is. She's in The Bear.
Rebecca Diane. No.
Oh yeah, she's in The Bear too.
Oh,
but she's
yes.
like she's like lying, and she's like the combat trainer. She doesn't know Joan, so every time Joan's brought up, she's like, is she dead? What's the deal with her? And that was very funny. So now I can see her name was Janet in the movie.
Yeah.
Why you would be also confused. That's funny.
Oh my God. But her son, okay, I loved Troy. I thought that was a great character. I really, really wanted to see that one actor, Skylar, what's his name?
Troy Rabinski?
But Santa Clarita Diet, that's Skylar.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wait, but we know this actor though. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew his
We gotta
name.
know. No. I don't see a Skylar.
Skylar Gazondo.
And who is that?
Okay, an actor.
Oh, what about him? You wanted him in this?
Yes, I wanted him to be the Troy character. I feel like he would have just soared in that role.
Oh, I loved who the guy that played Troy is, though. Did you not like him?
I mean, it was fine, but I think Skylar Gazondo would have just taken it to another level. I think it would have been just like 100 times goofier.
Are you thinking about like his performance in Booksmart?
Yeah.
That guy doesn't read as like a bro to me, like a YouTube bro.
Yeah, no, but I think I just wish it was different.
A different read.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's because the YouTuber bro trope, I think, is a little played out.
I think it just doesn't translate well. I don't know that it's played out necessarily. I just think that it felt kind of like in the scheme of camp and of theater, I felt like that form of entertainment just didn't translate well in into the story, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would have much rather seen him, I don't know, do like Bitcoin or something, or
Yeah, maybe just been. Yeah, I think it should have been something else. But I love that actor. I do love him. And like him getting his like influencers at the end was kind of funny also.
yeah. I like that character.
Mm-hmm.
It was really silly. You know what other character I absolutely loved was Glenn. He really smashed it. He was the shining star for me. He was the standout. I really liked how everyone just kind of believed in Glenn and trusted Glenn, and like, you know, Glenn believed in himself as well. There was no kind of like, can I even do this? He was like, yeah, I can do this. I'm a one-man show. I am the techie. I'm the only one in camp, and I can do all of it.
Yeah. He was the star of the show, and I think the way his arc wrapped up was really satisfying. One of the better ones of the whole movie.
Yeah.
And the reveal of like, because right before they're about to put on Joan Still, the final play, which by the way I thought was amazing.
Me too.
I was like, we don't actually know how this is about to happen right now, and that felt a little odd to me. That felt like the movie was like cheating and stretching this mockumentary like excuse a little too far.
Mm-hmm.
Only, you know, for him to, but when he popped out, it was a great moment. I loved Joan Still, and I thought the last basically full moment of the movie was just excellent.
Yeah, me too. It was really heartwarming. It was really sweet, which I appreciate that. I rock with that. It was easy to watch, and it was like, it felt nice.
You know, it felt like I could like feel the affection of these 4 or 3 people in the movie and behind the scenes. I could feel their affection for, you know, the art of theater when you're a kid. And that was just so heartwarming and inspiring. And it's just like people in their element, being weird, and it wasn't afraid to be weird. I just liked all of those things so much.
I didn't feel satisfied with Rebecca Diane's whole arc, or Amos's arc, or their relationship. I like, as sweet as I thought the whole movie was, and as endearing as I thought this story was, I felt the opposite about Rebecca Diane and Amos's friendship, relationship, whatever. I thought that it was kind of icky. It was weird how like codependent they were, and how just kind of like, it didn't feel like they were good for each other. Like it felt like they were holding each other back, which was weird because their whole job at theater camp is to empower these kids to not hold back, which I guess is like the dynamic that the film was trying to create, but it just, I don't know, it fell flat for me. I
think that for me, it didn't fall flat. It like, the VHS footage was those 2 people, which is wild. Did you recognize that?
That's so cute.
Yeah. So like that element brought a lot to it for me, but that element felt like the element of like her going behind his back. We don't know why. Yeah. And him being a total loser about it. Yeah. Like, it got the job done. It felt half baked, and the stakes were low, and I didn't care enough. Yeah. When it was resolved in the end with the footage being in the play, like that all really worked for me, and it was just not, you know, it's not deep. It was just nice. And that's how this film is to me, is just like moment to moment, everything's really nice. Nothing's that deep. But I'm having a really, really good time. Yeah. Like, you know, in Joan Still, I'm loving it, but I never got emotional. Like, it doesn't feel like when you watch like Little Miss Sunshine during her final performance, Like that feels more emotional to me because his family is like working together for the first time in this whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And in this, it just is like, oh yay, they did it. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, theater kids, like they came together or they like got over their differences. It's none of that. It's just, just nice.
Yeah, I like that the movie was really straightforward. Like, you know, it's called theater camp and that's what we got.
Yeah.
It was straightforward in a sweet way and not in like a boring expected way.
Yeah. I truly loved it. Like I think because it was so unexpected and weird and different, like yeah, the mockumentary thing, maybe it's a little tired, but I like that there was no interviews.
Yeah.
Like we were past that. It had an interesting film grain on it.
Yeah.
The titles delivered like most of the story, which maybe that's a diss, but it also was funny. Like the title cards were hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had so much fun with this movie, even though it was just like low stakes.
Yeah.
I liked hanging out with these people. So
me too. This is definitely, I can see myself watching this movie again. And I think I can see myself watching this for company. Like putting this on and, you know, just kind of like sitting, yeah, like you're saying, kind of hanging out with these people. Like, yeah, it's definitely, it has that element to it. It has a rewatchability. Yeah, it's just a nice movie.
Yeah, I loved it. And I gotta say, the last shot I thought was hilarious. I don't know why, it just made me laugh so much. And it's just, I forget that actress's name, but she's in like Broad City and she's in Curb Your Enthusiasm. And it's like the woman who was like wrongly the mother that they were like filming in front of Susie Green.
Uh-huh. That's my mom's name. That's so...
Green is spelled the same way.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
There's actually some similarities there. Anyways, her like Amy Sedaris is like, do you know why I'm here?
Oh yeah.
And she just like thinks for a second and her eyes just move in such a way and then she says no. I don't know, perfect delivery. It could not have been more perfect. I thought it was hilarious.
That was really silly.
Yeah. As a last shot of a movie, last moment. Okay, I hard recommend this to people. And because it's smaller, if it's still in your theater, I say go see it.
Yeah.
Support.
Me too.
Okay, I'm ready to score.
Hit it.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Same.
Whoa, okay. Big love.
Yeah, it's a sweet movie and it was fun and like it made me feel good. I love queer movies.
It's like a damn good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on and talk about Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay, Annie, please hit me with some facts.
Okay, this came out in 2001. It was written by Michael Showalter and David Wayne, directed by David Wayne, starring Paul Rudd, Amy Poehler, Ken Marino, Elizabeth Banks, Bradley Cooper, and Molly Shannon. Here's the description from IMDb. Set on the last day of camp in the hot summer of 1981, a group of counselors try to complete their unfinished business before the day ends. It has a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, first I gotta say you recommended this one as our double feature, and I think it was a very good recommendation.
Thank you. I agree.
I had never seen this before.
Really?
Yeah. And in fact, I didn't know it was from 2001. I thought it was like much older. And then the 2001 one was like a remake, but there was actually a remake later, right? I don't know. So I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how old it was. I didn't know what to expect. But what I got was actually better than I thought it was going to be when I started the movie.
Wow, how interesting. See, okay, I could have sworn I remember us having a conversation about the Wet Hot American Summer like part 2 that came out in 2015. Have we not?
Never.
Wow, okay.
Some other girl.
Okay, interesting.
Listeners, write in if that was you.
Very interesting. I had no idea that you hadn't seen that before. Okay, give me all of your thoughts, first impressions. Let me hear it.
Well, yeah, first impression, I was like, whoa, this is like a interesting time capsule of 2001 humor.
Uh-huh.
I was too young to watch an R-rated comedy, so I didn't really know what the comedy was like during this year. And at first I was like, oh, this is not going to be great. It's not going to be good. It's going to be probably tiring to watch, because this, if theater camp was bit by bit, this is like times 10.
Yeah.
The movie is all bits, and it's almost like in a Monty Python style way. But every now and then something really weird would happen and something would make me laugh. And it had a lot of moments for humor that really worked for me. A lot of them didn't work for me, but like by the time it was over, I was like, that was much better than I expected it was going to be, because I thought it was just going to be dumb and boring and not weird and like, I don't know how else to describe it other than weird. It is very satirical.
Yeah, it's quite satirical. Wow. Okay, I've seen this movie a couple of times. I haven't seen it probably since the part 2 came out in like 2015. And I remember thinking that it was really funny. I remember like laughing, but I gotta say, Annie, for real, I did not laugh one single time on this watch.
Yeah.
I was like, not only was it weird, but it was extremely dumb, and not in like a fun or silly way, just in like a, oh my God, like how did this get made? Like who gave them money?
I think what I'm hearing is like, you came in expecting to see this movie that you thought was really funny, and I came in expecting to see something really dumb and with no redeeming qualities, and I walked away having a fun time, and you walked away having that wasn't funny at all time. It's all about those expectations, baby.
Yeah. No, I can
fully see why you got that out of it, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of it did not work. I thought like a lot of it was really annoying and really just like inappropriate and bizarre. Like just watching all of these like, oh my God, there's one moment where Paul Rudd and Elizabeth Banks are making out, and they're supposed to be lifeguards on this lake, and a kid drowns, and then his swimming buddy comes up to them and he's like, my swimming buddy drowned, and then Paul Rudd turns to Elizabeth Banks and is like, I'll be right back, and then he goes and just drops the swimming buddy off in the middle of the woods so that he doesn't tell anyone. And that was like, it's just that over and over again. It's like,
I think that did happen twice. I thought it was funny by the second time. I gotta be real. That didn't bother me as much as like the joke where, I'll give you an example of one that bothered me. Let's see if this one worked for you. The guy with the bowl cut hair, my least favorite character probably, and the girl he's crushing on,
Cooper and Katie,
yes, are just like swapping jackets over and over again.
Yeah,
that one. That was the 2001 humor of like, let's drag this joke out, and when we drag it out, it's funny, and I'm seeing it like, no, I got it 30 minutes ago. We can stop now.
Yeah, there was like a lot of just genuinely and just extremely inappropriate stuff that I think was probably like okay and funny in 2001. I'll give you a couple of examples there. So the first time that we meet the astrophysicist, he like screams at Janine.
That was weird.
That was genuinely very weird. And then she is like, oh my God, I have a huge crush on him. It's like, girl, he's going to strangle you. Like he will murder you.
That was weird. This movie and that scene particularly felt like it was just like made up on the spot.
Yeah.
That's how it was feeling to me. Anyways, continue.
Then Molly Shannon, her whole arc with she says out loud that she's 34 years old. Then she lets like a 12-year-old give her a massage, and then like at the end of the movie they're leaving together, and she's like, I'm so glad that we met, like alluding that they're going to be in a relationship or are in a relationship.
I missed that completely.
Oh my God. Okay. It was very like, what the fuck? Who wrote
Most
this?
of the time, that was just feeling like, because I didn't see it at the end.
Mm.
But up until then, I just thought it was funny that he was like acting like an adult. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was really cute, but then
they did that.
Then they like went all the way with it, and I'm like, this isn't okay. And then the whole thing with Victor, the guy who left the kids at the river, his whole thing about like at the beginning of the movie, he's like, I've fucked every chick in camp. And then his thing of being like, I'm a virgin, I'm going to die a virgin, I'm such a loser, I'm a huge loser. I don't know. It's just like that type of stuff. Just
that was the satire part, though. That's the satire of other movies.
Yeah, just
I think actually all of it is a satire.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's extremely satirical.
Like, it's making fun of, like, dude, in Richie Rich when that woman did kiss that boy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, God.
Like, it's just making fun of those things that feel that way.
Okay, here's the last example that made me extreme cringe. Was when they all went into town and they were, like, gonna get ice cream or whatever and just have, like, a goofy, silly good time. And then they're shooting heroin in a trap house.
Uh-huh.
I
thought that was funny. I thought it was well done in the way of like the premise of the joke being that like it could have been anything. It didn't have to be drugs, but like the premise of it happening like over the course of 5 minutes, and when they get back, they're like, you can have so much fun in town, even if you're there for only an hour. Like that was the bit to me that it was like it happened so quickly.
Yeah.
It could have also been instead of them shooting up, it could have been them like forming full lives and like settling down and like having a wife and like having a dog and a farm or something like that.
Yeah. Joining a cult.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That part of the joke worked for me.
Yeah.
But it was ridiculous.
It was extremely ridiculous. And I think it unfortunately very little landed for me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what did land was Amy Poehler playing a recorder, or no, I think it was a recorder at a secret wedding ceremony for Michael Ian Black and Bradley Cooper in the woods by the lake. That was silly.
That was good. And then later when like those guys we think they're going to be I was like rolling my eyes like, oh, the two guys that catch them getting married and are finding out that they're gay. They're like, we got to do something about this. And I was like worried like, okay, this is going to go where all the movies like this went at the time. Mm-hmm. But then later when they like bust into their reception and it's just to give them like a Chase Lounge from Crate and Barrel. Like that was great. That was really wholesome. That worked for me.
Yeah, that was silly.
Okay, I'll go through some things that worked for me.
Okay.
When that guy with the bowl cut said, "Hey, wait up, guys," after he was talking to that girl.
Oh my God. And then he runs into the wall.
And he just runs to the wall and stands there next to some other guys. So
yeah, that did work for me.
Okay, this joke I loved, but it also really, really, really felt like a great Wes Anderson moment. Mm-hmm. When the camp director and then the astronomer guy are talking and he's like, meet me at that table in 10 seconds. Already that joke, loved it. And then like she stands there for a second and waits, and then it pans over and the table is like full of kids doing like science stuff to that machine. Mm-hmm. That could have been right out of a Wes Anderson movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, another joke that really got me was when the guy who was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he's the guy that like motorcycle chases his way back to the camp because the kids are whitewater rafting with nobody in the water, in the raft with them. Yep. He runs to the camp director after we like have a really funny cut with a stuntman swap. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he says this, and as he's saying it, he speeds the sentence up, like it's getting really urgent. And he's like, the kids are all alone in the water raft, and they're about to go down a waterfall. And like he says it like that, and then as soon as he says it, it cuts to like a waterfall, and the kids like approaching. That part killed me. And then the next like 30 seconds also killed me because the camp director like smashes her way into this like radio room, and the camera's like flying all around, everyone's screaming. I was having a great time at that part. But the whole movie was not like that. These are just the gems that are like in buckets of jokes that don't work. Like Paul Rudd throwing himself around because he doesn't want to do something, like pick up a lunch tray off of, like that stuff was very 2001 cringe.
It was cringe. He was annoying. Paul Rudd.
Yeah, he was.
This is Paul Rudd's only unlikable character he's ever played.
Truly. No redeemable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only uphill from here for this man. Yeah. Okay, well, I had a better time than I ever thought I would.
Good. I see
why you didn't like it. I see.
There was a joke where they were like, "You guys, we should meet 10 years from now." And then they're like in the morning, and Amy Poehler's like, "So are we thinking like 9 or 9:30?" And then the part 2 is 10 years from now. That's that. They like.
They did like, do that.
Yeah, they did it.
Did they meet up at 9:30 or like whatever the time was they were saying?
Maybe.
That was funny. They were like kind of really planned specifically like what that meetup was going to be like. See, that was really weird. That was weird.
It was weird. That was kind of cute and funny though. And then Michael Ian Black, that felt like a real conversation. And then Michael Ian Black being like, or we could just say 9:30 and everybody could see to it that they're there at 9:30. Like, that's something that I would say. Oh God. Anyway, funny. Yeah, right. It was like it was inappropriate and not in like a fun and goofy and like silly way. More just like in a, oh my God, this aged so poorly. How unfortunate.
Well, I say thank you for suggesting it. I had a great time.
I
knocked it off my list, so now I know what it is. Like I genuinely just didn't even know what it was. Like say those words to me, I don't know. I don't even know what to picture.
Well, it's more like a wet hot American bummer for me. I gotta say, it's like literally a 3 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Which means the Movie Maven score is a 4.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that feels right.
I agree.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Listeners, write in. What should we watch? There's, I don't know what's going on in the theater. Give us the 411. What are you streaming? We want to talk to you. Also, if you want a free sticker, you can write us a review on Apple Podcasts or give us a 5-star review on Spotify and then send us a screenshot of that review and we will send you a free sticker. That's right. All the way FREE, free baby. And follow us on Instagram at Movie Mavens. That's it. Movie Mavens all the way out.